The United States is filled with opportunities, but as beautiful a country as it is, it has some of the most dangerous cities in the world. So, before you eventually move to America, I decided to make this video to tell you about the 10 most dangerous places in America.
Friends, I would like it if you could get me about 5,000 likes on this video, drop a comment, and subscribe to my channel.
So, without further ado, let's get started.
Number 10, Chicago, Illinois.
First up, Chicago, the Windy City. With its towering skyscrapers, deep dish pizza, and a population that stood at over 2.7 million according to the 2020 census, Chicago is a vibrant city.
But here's where it gets gritty.
Chicago's reputation for crime isn't just a plot for the next blockbuster crime drama. Parts of the city, like West Garfield Park, lead the charge with a total crime rate skyrocketing to 13,135 crimes per 100,000 people. Yeah, you heard that right. From shootings to robberies, Chicago has become a city battling its own shadows. Despite efforts by the government to curb this violence, newcomers are advised to keep their wits about them. It's a city of contrasts, where vibrant culture and daunting crime statistics coexist.
Number 9, Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta, with its bustling population of approximately 500,000 folks as of the latest estimates, isn't just known for its vibrant culture and booming music scene. It's also got a bit of a dark side, particularly when it comes to crime rates. In 2022, Atlanta police reported more than 22,000 index crimes. That's about 44.8 crimes per 1,000 residents, which, let's be honest, isn't exactly a number that'll make you sleep easily at night. And if you're wondering about the hotspots for these crimes, look no further than Oakland City. This neighborhood takes the cake for being the most dangerous in Atlanta, with a violent crime rate of 1,246 per 100,000 people. From thefts to robberies and everything in between, Oakland City has seen it all. The government's been trying to clamp down on this wave of violence, but it's like playing whack-a-mole. For every criminal caught, another pops up.
Number 8, New Orleans, Louisiana.
Let's take a trip down to New Orleans, Louisiana, the Big Easy. Famous for its jazz, Mardi Gras, and unfortunately, its crime rate. With a population hovering around 390,000, New Orleans has a charm that's hard to resist. But it's also got a crime rate that's hard to ignore.
Violent crimes, property crimes, you name it. New Orleans has been wrestling with these issues for years.
Specific areas like Central City and the 7th Ward are notorious for their high crime rates, making some parts of New Orleans less about the party and more about the precaution. The nature of crimes in New Orleans ranges from burglaries to high-profile shootings. Despite efforts by local authorities to improve the situation, crime remains a significant concern. It's a city of contrasts. On one hand, you have a very vibrant city with festivals everywhere you look. On the other hand, you see a city with scary crime statistics.
Number 7, Cleveland, Ohio.
Cleveland, with a population that's seen better days, currently sitting at around 361,662, isn't exactly the poster child for safety. To put it in perspective, your chance of becoming a victim of either violent or property crime here is 1 in 17. Yeah, you heard that right. The city has neighborhoods that even Google Maps might think twice before entering. Places like Scoville Avenue, which has been named the second most dangerous neighborhood in America.
We're talking about grand theft, gang activity, all of it.
It's a tough scene, really. And while the government has been trying to curb this violence, newcomers are advised to stay vigilant. Remember, it's always better to be safe than sorry.
But wait, there's more. Cleveland's history of violence isn't just a recent trend.
This city has seen its share of dark days, from environmental disasters like the Cuyahoga River catching fire to racially motivated confrontations. While you might learn of these incidents in history class, it's a solid reminder of some of the ancient challenges this city still faces.
Number 6, Oakland, California. Moving westward, let's chat about Oakland, California.
Now, Oakland is a city of contrasts. On one hand, it's got this incredible cultural scene, a booming tech industry, and some of the best food you'll ever taste. On the other hand, it's got a bit of a representative for being risky. With a population of around 433,031 people navigating their way through the city's ups and downs, Oakland's crime rates had been a concern, with violent crimes being particularly troubling. The city's efforts to combat these issues have been ongoing, but it's like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube that keeps changing colors. For those thinking of making Oakland their home or just visiting, it's wise to stay informed and cautious. After all, knowing is half the battle.
Number 5. St. Louis, Missouri.
St. Louis, with its iconic Gateway Arch, stands as a symbol of the American frontier spirit. Yet beneath its historical grandeur and architectural marvels lies a narrative that's been tough to shake off. As of 2020, the city proper had a population of 301,578. But don't let the numbers fool you, it's what happens within these bustling streets that has caught national attention. The crime rate in St. Louis is a staggering figure, with the city experiencing 87 crimes per 1,000 residents. To put it into perspective, your chance of becoming a victim of either violent or property crime here is 1 in 11. Downtown St. Louis, in particular, has been spotlighted for its high volume of crime, ranking number 1 in crime volume among all St. Louis City neighborhoods as of February 2024. From homicides, which saw the police reporting 158 killings in 2023, to thefts, robberies, and assaults, it's a mix that keeps the community and law enforcement on high alert. Now, it's not all doom and gloom. The city has been fighting back with efforts to curb violence and improve community relations, but newcomers and visitors are advised to avoid certain neighborhoods. And if you're looking for a bit of dark humor, consider this. In St. Louis, the odds of running into trouble might just be higher than finding a good parking spot downtown during a Cardinals game.
Number 4. Baltimore, Maryland.
Baltimore, affectionately known as Charm City, has a population that's been on a bit of a roller coaster. As of 2024, it's sitting at around 556,723 souls trying to make the best out of life. But despite its numbers, Baltimore's crime rate has been a thorn in its side for years. In 2021, the city had a violent crime rate of 1,922 per 100,000 residents. That means your chance of being a victim of violent crime in Baltimore was 1 in 64.
Property crime was even more common, with a 1 in 30 chance. Not exactly the odds you want to play with. Let's zoom in on the parts of the city that crank up Baltimore's representative for danger. The East Baltimore neighborhood known as Middle East takes the cake for being the most dangerous part of town. Despite being a stone's throw from the prestigious Johns Hopkins Medical Center, this area is infamous for its urban decay and high crime rates. Baltimore has been wrestling with issues like drug trafficking, gang violence, and a series of high-profile incidents that have kept the city in the national headlines for all the wrong reasons. Remember the uproar following Freddie Gray's death in 2015? That was a tipping point, highlighting deep-seated tensions between the community and law enforcement. The city's leadership hasn't been sitting on their hands, though. Efforts to curb the violence have seen some success, with a notable reduction in homicides and non-fatal shootings in recent years. But it's an uphill battle, one that requires more than just policing to win. Economic development, education, and community programs are all part of the mix, aiming to provide alternatives to the cycle of crime. So if you're planning a visit or thinking of moving to Baltimore, don't write it off just yet. Like any city, it has its good and its bad. The Inner Harbor, Federal Hill, and Fells Point are vibrant areas that showcase the city's charm. Just be street smart, stay aware of your surroundings, and maybe avoid certain neighborhoods after dark. Charm City has a lot to offer. Just keep your wits about you. Number 3, Detroit, Michigan. Detroit, once the booming heart of America's auto industry, now finds itself battling a different kind of reputation. With a population that's hovered around 639,111 in 2023, this city's been through the ringer. Let's put the numbers into perspective. Detroit's violent crime rate in 2023 was a startling 2,057 per 100,000 residents, making your chances of experiencing violent crime 1 in 49. For property crimes, it's not much better, 4,829 incidents per 100,000 residents. Neighborhoods like Gratiot Avenue have become synonymous with crime, earning a spot on the list of America's most dangerous. The government's been trying to flip the script, with efforts to revitalize the city through economic initiatives and community programs. But it's a tough road ahead. For those considering a move to the Motor City, it's crucial to stay informed and vigilant. Number 2, Memphis, Tennessee.
Memphis, with its deep roots in music history and a population of about 633,104 as of 2023, strikes a chord of a different kind when it comes to crime. In 2023, Memphis recorded a violent crime rate of 2,418 per 100,000 residents. That's a 1 in 41 chance of becoming a victim.
Property crime wasn't far behind, with a rate of 6,405 per 100,000 residents. Neighborhoods like Shelby Drive and the Mount Moriah area have earned notoriety for their high crime rates.
While the city has made strides in improving safety, the challenge remains.
Visitors and new residents should be aware and take necessary precautions.
Despite the risks, Memphis's cultural richness and resilience shine through.
Number 1. St. Louis, Missouri. Topping our list is St. Louis, Missouri, with a population of 301,578.
The city's crime rate is among the highest in the nation, with a violent crime rate of 1,927 per 100,000 residents as of 2023. Your chance of becoming a victim of violent crime here is 1 in 51, and property crimes are rampant, with a rate of 6,534 per 100,000 residents. Areas like the Wells-Goodfellow neighborhood are particularly hazardous. The city's government has been striving to reduce crime through various initiatives, but it remains a significant concern. Those considering a visit or move should be cautious and well informed about which areas to avoid. America is a land of opportunity, but like anywhere else, it has its challenges. Understanding the risks and staying informed can help you navigate and enjoy all that this country has to offer. Stay safe out there, and thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Your support helps us create more content.
See you in the next video.